Now, bear in mind here that with these transition of the different economic eras, with these different transition of the social eras, the prior ones still intertwine. For instance, when the agricultural era transitioned into the industrial era, instead of the physical man or the physical woman or the physical child going out there engaging in labor in the fields, the machines were controlled by that physical man, by that physical woman. And the concept of having overseers still nonetheless existed, but the automation of the tasks were quicker and far more efficient. The labor system transitions with each era, but the industrial era has now evolved to technological era with technological luxury, that the involvement of the man, woman, or child using that luxury based on active participation is limited. Meaning, in the age of technology where the industrial era has evolved to, all that is required is just a provocation in the initial stages, and the automation can continue itself. Think of email marketing, for instance. Back in those days, email marketing would look like the paper boy throwing papers in his route that he purchases to get some commission from it, to have that route so that no one else would be able to take it. And then you would, as a businessman or woman, contract with a newspaper to get your stuff on it so that the paper boy can put it out there. Today, people do that route through the domain names in the different networks called at gmail.com, at yahoo.com, at fill in the blank of whatever your private domain is. And the email boy has been automated to you just clicking a few buttons, and if you can, write a line of code here and there, and it automates and sends these emails out. So certain principles of involvement exist, but it is lessened over time. I saw this when I was in college. I saw this when I was in university, and I realized these motherfuckers were teaching me to think and act as though I exist 200, 300 years ago. That's what most college graduates are facing in today's world without realizing it. At the end, they blame it on inflation and recession. That only accounts for about 30% of the reason why most people are not happy. 70% of the reason why most people are not happy is because they've been prepared using the methodology and the intricacies of a prior era. They are outdated. The education they get out with loan and debt is outdated. It doesn't work anymore. Hey, I'm inviting you to come join the Patron page. Not only do you get access to documents, posts, and videos that you will never find on any other platforms, you also get instant access to webinars that otherwise will cost far more. And we speak of things that usually we would not be able to speak of on any other platforms far more freely. On top of that, you get the opportunity to send me monthly questions along with everyone else's questions, so you can see other people going through similar circumstances. You never know. What you think might be a stupid question is quite often very valid. On top of that, you get access to monthly question and answer archives from several years back from people who have gone through it and people who are going through it. Get information regarding things you experience daily that you didn't even know you could take advantage of when it comes to business, work, or other personal things. There's a community of people where you can bounce information off of, and they can give you some tips and tricks based on what they're currently going through in their respective venues that you might maybe want to link up with. And there's a high likelihood you're not going to find them anywhere else. And you also get the access to directly send me messages. Oh, and also if you are a tier 4 member, you get access to yet another monthly meeting where we actually answer as much questions as we can, and we're between an hour and a half, and in some cases up to 4 hours. In addition to that, we also show some exclusive lessons that are not going to be posted on Patreon or anywhere else but the tier 4 meeting alone. So come forth, come join the 500 plus people already on Patreon. And in some cases, we even give certain things out. And while you're at it, you might want to check out the store, subtlesubstanceservices.com. There might be a few things you want to pick up in there.